Off. All right, so we are here with Miss Kerri Casem, and Kerri is a very well-known TV personality, radio show talk host, and the founder of Kasem Cares, which Kerri, it's a great organization. I'm going to let you talk about that, but I do want to say that the whole goal of this video today is to announce your organization, talk about your organization, and start off our first fundraiser where we're going to be donating a portion of our proceeds to your organization and to help you with all your efforts, because I love the organization. I love you. You're great. You're awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us a little bit about Kasem Cares.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You are probably one of the most generous people I have ever met. You are awesome, Sean. So thank you for doing this for me. My organization deals with elder abuse, a form of elder abuse, isolation, and guardianship and conservatorship abuse. So, I've been doing this since 2013 when my father was taken by his wife, my stepmother, and put in different various places around Los Angeles and hidden from all who loved him. Me and my brother, my sister couldn't get a hold of him. His own brother couldn't get a hold of him. None of his friends could. We couldn't find him. He was totally isolated. And I realized very quickly that once you turn 18 in this country, you have no rights to see your parents. You have no rights to go back into the home you grew up in if there's an uncooperative caretaker. That can be somebody with a power of attorney, a guardianship, a conservatorship. It could be your mom even, or your dad's second or third wife, or your mom's second or third husband. It doesn't matter. If somebody's taking care of your parent and they don't want you in a residential home or in a assisted living, you are not getting in to see your mom or dad without a huge fight in court. So I realized that quickly, and when I came out with my story and I went public with it, that I couldn't see my dad, who many of you know, Kerri Casem, and this was very public. I started getting letters, emails, like I would get social media, people would find me on social media saying this is happening to me and nobody cares. I don't have a famous last name. I don't have any money. I can't fight to see my mom or dad. And very famously, this happened to Britney Spears. This happened to Nichelle Nichols of Star Trek fame, Glenn Campbell, B.B. King. This happens, the only time you ever hear about it, Mickey Rooney, is when it's a famous person, but thousands of people are going through this type of abuse throughout the country. So I decided I had to do something about it. I created Kasem Cares, and we have passed laws in 12 states with the Kasem Cares team, and then 9 other states adopted a version of our bill. So we've got 22 states. And I happened to win my case against my stepmother, and I got to see my dad at the end of his life. But another thing I did was I created a podcast, and it's on it today, which is great. Today is the first day it came out on all platforms. It was very successful on Audible, and Audible just released it on all platforms for free. So if you want to know what happened, I'd suggest listening to it. It plays like a true crime novel. It's unbelievable what happened to my father and my family.
That story just resonates with me so much. And first off, I'm going to have those links. Anybody watching the video, I'm going to have those links down in the description area, so anybody that doesn't know the whole story can get that. And Kerri, I've kind of gotten to know you over the last few months, and I will say that you are such a fighter, and you just have such a positive will. And I always call you an angel, because you really are. There's no question that you were sent directly from heaven, and you're making the world a brighter, better place. But that was definitely a very tough thing that you had to go through. And I think the thing that you're talking about, which is really resonates, is not just were you able to get and you had to go through a fight to get that done. I mean, that was not easy. And I know the story that, there was even family members that you had to kind of break away from because, for whatever reason, they just weren't going to support you. And, there was a lot of stuff that went on behind the scenes.
Yeah. I don't go too much into that, but it was an uphill battle. Let's just put it that way. And when I was winning, I had people on my team, and when I wasn't, then I did it alone. So,
Right.
but I had at that time a good lawyer. I had good, wonderful friends and people who did support me. And
Right.
there was an uphill battle for sure.
Right. And so you were working full time, right? You're working full time as a radio talk show host.
Yeah.
You were doing, different media stuff with TV, and you were basically working nonstop on the weekends to support this organization. And I remember when we were talking the last time that I saw you, there was one day where you actually had flown to 3 different states in one day to speak to legislators. Like you were out.
It was 2 states that I flew to and got on a train and hopped on a train to Virginia. So
Virginia.
I was so we were in, I think it was Wisconsin, flew to Maryland, got to Maryland, testified in Maryland. And from there, I was like, can you come testify in Virginia? We hopped a train because there's no flight. We just hopped a train, got there and testified. It was like 3 different states in one day. Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, that took a lot. That was a lot of stuff that you had to go through in order to get the legislation changed in all those different states. And you said now it's a total of 21 states?
22 states. Yeah.
22 states where you've actually changed the legislation and been able to now, help all those families and help those people in those given situations. So that's absolutely amazing. I mean, that to me is just, that is just amazing. I mean, with all the stuff you had going on, I mean, that's a huge accomplishment.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean, Kasem Cares was way more than your father. Your father and that whole thing really launched you to go out and say no more and really help literally thousands of people all over the country. And I was a huge fan of your father's, so America Top 40, I remember every Sunday afternoon I would listen to that. Your dad was a very loving person. I mean, your dad had a heart of gold. There's just a lot that we could go into talking about your father. But as I've told you before, I know he's very proud of you with everything you're doing, everything you've done. So, this for me is really special to be able to kind of step out, because I think it's time now that the company, that we've grown enough now where we can, really start doing stuff to help supporting people like yourself. And that, as I told you, a lot of the customer base that we deal with are people in their 60s, 70s, 80s. I even have a lot of customers in their 90s, but I think it's really important that we give back. I really think that it's something we need to do as an organization. And I think the timing of this is great, because here we are, we're having our Zoom call today. You're the first person we're going to do this with. And today's the first day that Audible is releasing all this information out there, so we can kind of help promote that as well.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. And so you also have some great roommates, and I've been able to meet them as well. And so with Gabby and
Griselle,
we were all able to get together and hang out together. And I know some of the products you've used them a little bit. And I know Gabby, she had Lyme, right? And
she has Lyme, and I had Lyme for 11 years. So, I did it all holistically. I got rid of it holistically, and I just believe in what you do and your products. I am using the anti-aging bed cover, which has been amazing. And then why am I blanking on it? The red light.
One.
Oh, so amazing. I was having neck pain and shoulder pain, and I just grabbed that thing and put it on. I don't know, 10 minutes, gone. The pain was gone. You put it on I think my Achilles tendon when I was having it was hurting when I would do one little thing. I'd bend down and it would start to hurt, and you just did it, and it's gotten better. So that's for sure. And the people that I've told about that have it say it's probably one of the best things they've ever used. So I love what you're doing. I love that you're helping people holistically without, meds and without side effects. And it's awesome.
And so when we were hanging out the last time, we all got the sound frequency watches too.
Oh yes, those are incredible. There we go. Those are incredible. Gabby is, she can be in pain from head to toe, stabbing electric pain through her whole body. And the only thing that will stop that pain is that watch. That's the only thing. That frequency watch is unbelievable. You should actually do an interview with her, because I mean, she was just kind of almost hopeless and helpless. And she's like, I don't know what to do. Am I going to be on meds for the rest of my life? Am I going to be taking, painkillers? She puts that thing on, pain is gone. Pain is gone.
Yeah.
So I can't say enough about that, because that one I didn't necessarily use or need. I'm not in pain, but it has so many different frequencies for everything. I mean, everything. I was reading through the book and I couldn't believe how many things it helps, or, I don't want to say stories, you can't say that, but it's amazing.
It is amazing. For me, it's one of the most amazing new technologies that's out there. It actually has 850 different frequencies.
Oh my gosh.
And the funny thing is, what you were just saying, I've had that thing now since we were all hanging out together, which was 2 months ago. I mean, it seems like 2 weeks ago.
I can't believe it's
but,
that. I feel like time just goes by so fast.
It does. It does.
I can't believe that was 2 months ago.
Yeah. But I go through that thing and I still find frequencies on there that I'm like, oh my God, I see that one, this one. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I keep finding new ones that I can run and play, but I absolutely love that watch. That's another technology that's out there.
Yeah, it's incredible. And of course, Griselle uses hers. And there was another woman here that I put the watch on for a little bit, and she's having back pain, and that helped.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I used also the wand on her, and she's like, "Are you trying to sell me this?" I'm like, "No, just try it. It works,
Yeah.
Well, funny. I'm like, "No, this is mine. You're not going to get it."
Yeah. Well, what's funny is Griselle's like, "Sean, we're fighting for this thing over here. You better send another one." And I thought, well, you guys are in Tampa right now. I think I'm good. But now that you're back in LA, just stay tuned to check your mailbox, because there'll be at least one or two more coming. You
are the best. You're just like, honestly, I know that there are people that you've helped out because of money situations and things like that. And I think that's so beautiful. You really do help people, and that's your passion. And I love that. I think people who help people are the best people on earth.
Well, that's why I love you so much, because you're exactly the same. I mean, that's your whole thing. And I mean, we could go into story after story about all the people you've helped. We're talking about Gabby. Gabby is, I mean, she herself is just another phenomenal angel. I love her.
She's
but
incredible.
I mean, you just took her in your arms and said, "Girl, come with me. I'm gonna take care of you."
Yep.
And Gabby's story, I mean, I don't know if we want to get too far into that, but she is an incredibly talented singer and performer.
Yes.
The lines really had her messed up, and she lost her ability to do that. And I mean, do you want to go into that, or do you want to?
I'll let her. I think you should interview her. I really do.
We will.
Yeah,
we will.
Because it's her story to tell. But she, I did see her, and she'd been 4 years with Lyme and no hope, and nothing was helping. And for people listening to this, and you want something that can really handle the Lyme, I know what. Well, you can't. I mean, I can say it. I know what cured my Lyme disease, and it's biomagnetics. And that's, if you can find somebody who does biomagnetics anywhere, go. It's so it just handles it. So I have people actually coming in from Sweden. I have people from all over the world that come in for this treatment. It's $50 a treatment once a week, and within it's not quick. It doesn't happen right away, but between 6 and 8 months, I was cured of Lyme, and I had it for 11 years, and it was debilitating.
Yeah, it's really intense. And, unless you've had it, you really can't understand. But I will tell you, I talked to you a couple of days ago. You were showcasing snow-capped mountains in Southern California and LA. And that was beautiful. But what's more beautiful was seeing a smile on Gabby's face and her talking about how good she felt. And honestly, when I saw her smiling, saying, "I'm feeling better," and all that, that totally made my day.
Yeah, me too. It's really amazing to hear when somebody says, "I'm feeling better, I'm getting better," and there's there again.
Yeah, and she, the smile and like the aura coming off her.
Yeah, she's
awesome.
awesome.
Really tell. Yeah. It was. And that story with, you guys taking care of each other. All three of you are just such a great support system for each other. Like, I mean, you guys are just great. I'm not even going to go into how great you are singing karaoke. That's going to be a whole nother video.
That's like, we love the karaoke. We definitely.
And you guys are really great singers too.
It was fun.
Yeah, well, hey, a little practice but you guys are phenomenal. Like, I would pay money to go see you. I would not go pay money to see me, but that's a whole nother story. But so this is really our kickoff. So basically, I'm here to tell everybody, if you want to support Kerri and Kasem Cares, we're going to be donating a portion of all of our terahertz wands, anti-aging bed covers, all of our products. We're going to be basically donating a portion of those proceeds. And Ms. Kasem, we will be in contact with you at the end of this month to bring you a check.
Oh, you're
and I want that to be a big check. So if there's anybody out there watching this, they want to support Kerri. Now you can do it through purchasing the products, and you can also go directly to Kerri's website. And Kerri, that's KasemCares.org.
Yep. KasemCares.org. Yeah. Yeah.
And you can also learn more about the organization, which is a phenomenal organization. But Kerri, like I said, you're just an angel from heaven, and you are a bright, shining light here on this planet. You've done so many great things. I've told you that there's many great things coming down the pipeline, because I know you were talking the other day about a new show that you're going to have coming up in the next couple of months, where you're going to help support other nonprofits and get the word out there.
Yes.
You're amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you. I'll have you on, absolutely, talk about what you do in Sierra Leone and everything else that you've been doing. But I definitely want to highlight people that are helping, and a lot of people can't go out and be boots on the ground, but they can, if you give them action steps, whether it's sending money or helping, or if you've got whatever it may be, old clothes or whatever it is, like I want there to be action steps for people who can send money, great, and if not, here's what else you can do to help.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of these places put out wish lists. They need clothing, they need certain different things, and everybody wants to help. And if you just give them a way that they can connect with whatever is easiest for them, it's like all of us banding together and bringing all that love together and uniting for a common purpose that really, and so thank you so much for getting that going. We'll promote that and talk about that in the future as well. So, is there anything else you want to say to everybody before we wrap it up?
No, I just think you're awesome, and thank you for what you do, and thank you for having me on and helping. I adore you. I think you're awesome. And that's, and then anybody else who wants to understand what happened to me, or if you're going through, if you think that you might in the future be stopped by an uncooperative caretaker, please listen to the red flags now and do something about it now, because now's the time to handle that. Because once you get in the battle to see mom or dad, it's almost impossible. So you got to take steps now, and there are things you can do. That I would go to KasemCares.org and check it out, and listen to the show. It's on my, we'll give you the links, of course, but also if you go to my Instagram, I write back to everyone, and you can see the links there as well. So
what's your Instagram address?
My name, Kerri Casem.
Oh, your name, Kerri Casem. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Miss Kasem, you're amazing. I love you, and keep up the great work. And we'll be back in touch again soon. In the meantime, I got work to do. I got to start selling stuff. I got to start raising money to help you. But anybody that's out there, you can go to our website direct. Once again, go down to the links down below, and you can watch the whole story of everything that she went through. And Kerri, God bless you, and I can't wait to see you and talk to you again, and give you some money.
God bless, my friend. We will talk soon.
We will. Take care. Thanks, Kerri.